Breaking news for all Sassa grant beneficiaries. Important updates regarding the July 2025 payment schedule have just been announced. Stay informed about your payment dates and ensure you don't miss out on your social grants. In this comprehensive video, we'll break down everything you need to know about the upcoming Sassa grant payments. The South African Social Security Agency, Sassa, has just released their official payment schedule for July 2025. And we're here to ensure you have all the information you need to collect your grants on time. As we all know, these social grants are a crucial lifeline for millions of South Africans, and staying informed about payment dates is essential for proper financial planning. First and foremost, let's address the most significant change in the July 2025 payment schedule. Sassa has implemented a staggered payment approach to ensure better service delivery and reduce congestion at payment points. This system has been designed to make the process more efficient and safer for all beneficiaries, especially considering the lessons learned from previous years. For July 2025, Sassa will continue with the established pattern of paying different grant types on specific days. The older person's grants and disability grants will be paid first, followed by child support grants and other grant types. This systematic approach helps manage the large volume of beneficiaries more effectively and ensures a smoother payment process for everyone involved. Let's break down the specific payment dates for each grant type. For older person's grants, including pensions, payments will begin on July 2, 2025. This includes all pensioners and represents the first wave of payments for the month. If you're a pensioner, you can access your grant from this date onwards at any authorized payment point, including ATMs, selected retailers, and post offices. Disability grant recipients will also be able to collect their payments starting from July 2, 2025. This concurrent payment date for both older persons and disability grants has been maintained to ensure these vulnerable groups receive their grants as early as possible in the month. Remember, once your grant is paid into your account, it will remain there until you withdraw it, so there's no need to collect it on the first day if you prefer to avoid crowds. For child support grant beneficiaries, payments will commence on July 4, 2025. This includes all other grant types such as foster care grants and care dependency grants. The 2-day gap between the first payment group and the second group helps prevent system overload and ensures a more organized distribution process. It's crucial to note that these dates indicate when Sassa will begin loading the grants onto beneficiary cards and accounts. The actual availability of funds may vary depending on which payment method you use. For those using Sassa cards, the funds will be available immediately on the specified dates. However, if you receive your grant through a bank account, it may take an additional 24 to 48 hours for the funds to reflect, depending on your banking institution. Sassa has also implemented several important measures to improve the payment process for July 2025. They have expanded their network of payment points to include more retailers and ATMs, making it more convenient for beneficiaries to access their grants. This expansion is part of Sassa's ongoing efforts to improve service delivery and reduce the distance beneficiaries need to travel to collect their grants. For those who prefer to collect their grants at post offices, Sassa has worked closely with the South African Post Office, SAPO, to ensure adequate cash availability at all branches. However, beneficiaries are encouraged to consider using ATMs or retailers where possible, as these options typically have shorter queues and more flexible operating hours. An important reminder for all beneficiaries: always keep your Sassa card and identification documents safe and never share your PIN with anyone. Sassa officials will never ask for your PIN or personal banking details. If someone claims to be from Sassa and requests this information, report them immediately to the Sassa fraud hotline. For beneficiaries who have recently changed their contact details or payment method preferences, it's essential to update this information with Sassa before the July 2025 payment cycle begins. This can be done at any Sassa office or through their official online portal. Keeping your information current ensures you'll receive any important communications about your grants and helps prevent any payment delays. Sassa has also announced enhanced security measures for the July 2025 payment cycle. These include increased security presence at payment points and improved monitoring systems to prevent fraud. Beneficiaries are advised to be vigilant and report any suspicious activities they observe at payment points to security personnel or Sassa officials immediately. For those who use the Sassa card, it's important to check that your card hasn't expired. If your card is approaching its expiry date or has already expired, visit your nearest Sassa office immediately to arrange for a replacement. Don't wait until the payment date to address this issue, as it could result in delays in accessing your grant. The agency has also improved its communication channels for July 2025. Beneficiaries can now receive SMS notifications about their payment dates and any important updates. To ensure you receive these notifications, make sure Sassa has your current mobile number on record. You can update this information at any Sassa office or through their official website. Sassa has emphasized that beneficiaries should avoid visiting payment points outside their designated dates. This helps manage crowd sizes and ensures better service for everyone. If you cannot collect your grant on the specified date, remember that the funds remain available in your account and can be accessed at any time during the month. For beneficiaries who are unable to collect their grants in person due to illness or disability, Sassa has maintained its procurator system. This allows an authorized person to collect the grant on behalf of the beneficiary. However, proper documentation and authorization must be arranged in advance through a Sassa office. The agency has also addressed concerns about long queues and waiting times at payment points. For July 2025, they have implemented a queue management system at major payment points, with priority lanes for elderly beneficiaries and those with special needs. This system aims to reduce waiting times and provide a more comfortable experience for vulnerable beneficiaries. Sassa continues to encourage beneficiaries to consider using electronic payment methods where possible. Direct bank deposits are generally the most secure and convenient way to receive grants. Beneficiaries who wish to switch to this payment method can do so by visiting their nearest Sassa office with their banking details. For those who prefer cash payments, Sassa has ensured that all payment points will have adequate cash supplies for the July 2025 payment cycle. However, beneficiaries are reminded that carrying large amounts of cash can be risky, and electronic payment options should be considered where feasible. The agency has also announced extended operating hours at selected payment points during the first week of July 2025. This initiative aims to accommodate working beneficiaries who may struggle to collect their grants during regular business hours. Details of these extended hours will be posted at local Sassa offices and communicated through SMS to registered beneficiaries. It's important to note that Sassa has implemented strict COVID-19 safety protocols that will continue to be observed at all payment points. These include mandatory mask wearing in enclosed spaces, hand sanitization stations, and social distancing measures. Beneficiaries are urged to comply with these protocols to protect themselves and others. For beneficiaries who experience any issues with their July 2025 payments, Sassa has enhanced its customer service support. The Sassa toll-free helpline will have extended operating hours during the payment period, and additional staff will be available to assist with queries and concerns. The agency has also improved its online services platform, allowing beneficiaries to check their payment status, update their information, and report issues through the Sassa website. This digital service channel provides a convenient alternative to visiting Sassa offices for routine queries and updates. Sassa reminds beneficiaries that all social grants are paid monthly, and the July 2025 payment dates do not affect the regular payment cycle for subsequent months. However, it's always advisable to check for any announcements regarding future payment dates, as schedules may be adjusted due to public holidays or other factors.